Hey y'all! Today I'm making a video I've wanted to make for a really long time, and that's a Tiffany Taylor video. So I have two Tiffany Taylor dolls. I just have one on camera now because I need to do a quick disclaimer. So in this video I'm going to be showing naked dolls, and I'm going to be showing, these Tiffany Taylor dolls naked. And the thing about these dolls is they're a little more mature, like their bodies are, and their breasts are more detailed. So if you don't feel comfortable looking at a doll like this, I suggest you find another video to watch. But now that everybody who's still comfortable with that here, I want to show you my other doll. Here they are. Here's my two Tiffany Taylor dolls. So as you can see, this one has a bathing suit and this one's naked. And that's because, so I believe it's this Tiffany Taylor doll back in, goodness, it was a long time ago. It had to be 2018. I was at a thrift store and they had 3 Tiffany Taylors. And I remembered I always wanted one, but it was never my top priority. There would always be like a Barbie doll at that antique store I wanted more or something. This was one of the coolest antique store models that closed, and they had like a huge doll selection. And I remember that one day I was watching old doll commercials and I saw a video about the Tiffany Taylor doll, and I was like, I have to have one of these. And as soon as I saved up some money, I went to that antique mall and I saw they only had 2 left. They had this one here in her bathing suit, then they had another one in a little blue dress. And I remember that it was a hard decision because they were both so beautiful, but I decided to go with this one, and I liked keeping her as a blonde. And then later on that year, so this was in the summer that after I finished 8th grade, and then right as summer was about to begin, that summer that I finished 8th grade, this was the summer after I finished 8th grade. This was the summer right as 9th grade was ending. I was going to be in 10th grade later that year. I saw a really cool lot on eBay that had one of these dolls in it, and I got her too, and I decided I would keep her as a brunette. So now I have these 2 dolls, and their hair's terrible. I never really took time to restore them. She was in better condition when I first got her, but I played with her and stuff. So I think it's time these girls get a well-deserved spa day. Here is the beautiful outfit I've purchased for my other Tiffany Taylor doll, so she's no longer naked. And so there's a YouTuber I watch, put the name of them here because I can't think of it right now because I'm so silly every time I make videos and I don't do my proper research. But I watched this video about Tiffany Taylor, so I've always, for a few weeks, I've just been really wanting to make this video, but I just, kept pushing it off and got busy. But that YouTuber made a Tiffany Taylor video about her and all of her fashions, and I was like, oh my goodness, Tiffany obsessed, and I'm still Tiffany Taylor obsessed. And this was my favorite outfit out of all of them. And I was able to get it for, I believe, which was a really good price. And I think this is going to look very beautiful on Tiffany Taylor. So super excited. I'm going to have to be getting more Tiffany Taylor for fashions, of course. But let's get these girlies cleaned up so we can put them in so we can put this one girly here in her gorgeous dress. And then we can do some photography of both. Better start by undressing this Tiff though first. Here you can see all the grime on her. She's kind of dirty herself, but she isn't, at least her hair's in better condition than this one, but I couldn't even find her blonde bangs, and at least I know where the bangs are on her. But her body's also pretty dirty. She's more of just dirty, whereas she more of has stains, and I'm probably going to have to pull out a magic erase marker for her. Alright, so now let's get to restoring these Tiffany Taylors. So I've got them here by the sink, both of them. We're just going to start out by, I'm just going to rinse out their hair. And then once I do that, I have a bottle of shampoo here. I have a, I don't think this is a magic erase marker. I actually think this is an off-brand magic erase marker. I've got that, and I've got a little bitty bar of soap, which actually happens to be doll size, but it's actually human size. It's just been used. But I am not, I'm going to be in the video, of course, you can see me here, but I am not fixed up. It's a lazy Sunday for me, so I'm lazy and I do not fix up, but that's okay. You don't need to see me. You just need to see the dolls in this video. So let's get on with it. Sorry about that, I'm back now. So let's start for real. I don't want to get water in the little spinning part because I'm very, very scared of, so. I feel like it's going to be impossible not to, but I really don't want to mess them up. Maybe I should look into restoring Tiffany Taylor before starting this video, but we all know how I am, so. This one here is the one I got off eBay, and she has hair stuck in her arm, which is real disgusting. I'll have to cut that out some other way, some other time, but she does have quite a good bit of it. Let me grab a rag from here. That'll make it a lot easier to get this grime off of her. So I think I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to rinse a rag in the other sink. I know you can't be doing this because there's 2 sinks in my bathroom, but. Alright, let's try this. Okay, so she's got some grime on her arm, so let's just rinse her arm. She's kind of a weird angle. I love the size of these dolls. Like, these are really cool. I feel like these are like the closest to like, you know, smart dolls at the time. The smart dolls of the 70s, I guess. They're wonderful dolls. They're ideal. I miss Ideal. I wish they were still around. I was then, and I still am now, a big Ideal fan. And when I first like got into smart dolls, you know, I didn't have the money to be collecting all kind of dolls. You know, when I first started collecting, I just worked on like little things like around the house and on farms to earn money, and I didn't have the kind of money to collect everything, so it really seemed like it was either vintage toy collecting or just smart doll collecting, and I chose smart doll. But now that I've come back to just vintage toys and just toys and dolls in general, Ideal dolls are one of my favorites, and honestly, Tiffany Taylor's gotta be my favorite. I mean, I do love Chrissy and her family, but Tiffany Taylor's really cool. I mean, honestly, you know, the magic hair Chrissy uses the Tiffany Taylor body, so I guess if you think about it, maybe Tiffany Taylor knows Chrissy and them. Just a little fan theory for you guys. Let's not use hot. This is like warm water. I guess it's okay. I know for toy and doll hair, you're not supposed to use hot water. I actually had a very unfortunate incident with that once with some G1 pony hair, but that was more of just merely warm water. Let's move the other Tiffany out of the way so you can see this better. But I was able to get most of the grime off her body very, very easily, which I'm very happy about. So let's get some of the shampoo. Her hair is also really dry. Okay, I use like human amounts of shampoo on her, so if you're doing this at home, don't be like me. This is probably going to get inside of her head. I might have to look into how to take the head cap off of her. Be like the top half of her head to do this. It sucks if I did that and it broke her though. I would cry, honestly. Alright, so now I'm going to wash my hands and I'm going to rinse her. There we go, rinse, rinse, rinse. But yeah, something I would love to do one day is so, I kind of done it before, but I would love to collect Tiffany Taylor fashions. Like, I saw on Pinterest a really cute look, and it was like white shorts, and it had 2 tops. It was like a red version and a white blue version. And I thought that'd be so super cute if I could get those for my Tiffany's, and they could have them for like 4th of July. I thought that'd be absolutely adorable. But Tiffany Taylor fashions, it seems honestly, like a lot of people had the Tiffany Taylor dolls, but not that many people had, let me move over, she's actually in frame. But not many people had like different fashions for her, so it seems like if you want more Tiffany's, you gotta get, like, you have to buy a doll with an outfit. It's like, I'm gonna end up with more of these Tiffany's, I hope. I just call them Tiffany's sometimes. But I would love to have a collection of like 5. Maybe I could try some rerooting. I think it's super cool to do like different color hair. It'd probably be hard to reroot it all like this, but rerooting in general is something I want to get into. That'd be fun, but that's a video for another time. Let me go grab a brush for her, because that's clearly the next. Alright, so I couldn't find a doll hair brush, but I have this old hairbrush of mine I was going to use for her. I know you're supposed to use a comb on hair when it's really tangled, but I couldn't find one, and I don't think it's really going to matter. But I did think conditioner, that would be good for a doll for such tangled hair. Oh no, we don't need that much of it. I was like gonna save some for later. We don't need that much, but I was gonna put it in a lot of her hair because I honestly don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, I know you're not supposed to like put conditioner at the top of like your hair as a human, but for her, since she's probably not ever gonna get another hair wash, at least not anytime soon, I think this is okay. I just see that she's got like hair that's like tangled into her scalp. That's probably one of the downsides of this hair turning mechanism, so that's something I'll need to pull out in my restoration attempt. But this has made her hair so much silkier and like soft, so I think I made the right choice by taking this slight conditioner risk. Meaning slight risk because I wasn't entirely confident that this is the best decision. Okay, we're gonna see. Alright, that's probably enough rinsing. Well, let's move this so you can actually see my doll. And let me just like grab this little towel out over here off camera. So now I'm just gonna try to comb her hair. It's not as bad as I thought, but I will not be using this on my hair anymore, this brush. It's old, but yeah, that antique shop I was talking about that I got my first Tiffany from is closed now, but I honestly wish I could have gone back in time and got those Tiffany's too. Because there's something about, you know, like, I love shopping for dolls on eBay, but there's something really special about rescuing them at flea markets and antique shops. And I mean, that was an antique shop that was relatively pretty close to where I live. So I feel like that doll has been, you know, in the community for a while. And it was probably a little girl's doll in the 70s, so it's really special to me how I got my Tiffany, and I wish I could have rescued those. But I just wish and really hope that they went to good homes, which I'm sure they did. But as far as for my like first Tiffany Taylor, hopefully reroot, which I would love to do. Maybe I should try to like reroot a Barbie or something first. We'll have to look into it. It's a summer plan. I think on my summer bucket list, which I will be making a video about that soon. But I don't know what colors would be the coolest to reroot her hair. Something I was thinking about is maybe because I have like a very like my hair was blonde when I was a little girl, and then it was more caramel, and now it's between like a caramel blonde and a not dark brown, a light brown. And I thought it'd be cool to have a Tiffany Taylor with that hair color. I also want to get like the African American version of Tiffany Taylor. I would love to have her as well. I think it's really cool how her hair goes from black to that really pretty red color. Love to have her. I can totally see myself becoming a big Tiffany Taylor collector. Does anyone know if they ever made like a reproduction Tiffany Taylor? You know, I'll probably do some research, and if they do, I'll probably like say something in my video while I'm brushing her hair. But if you know or heard anything about that, just leave me a comment because I'd love to hear about it. Alright, so yeah, I still do have, you know, it is hard brushing her hair, and I hope you can't see, I have pulled a decent little chunk of it out, but that's kind of just probably the way it has to be. But I think that's pretty good right there. I think that's good there. So I think this girl is probably about done. So I guess the next step for her is just going to be drying her hair. I am going to use a hair dryer, but yeah, because I don't feel comfortable like letting it air dry like that because I don't want her to like mildew or anything. But there's a lot of dirt that got over to her hair. Ugh, that's nasty. But then after that, I'll just be styling her hair. So let's put this gorgeous girl off camera and we're going to get her sister. Let's do that now. So here we have Tiffany Taylor 2. Her hair's in a better shape, but her body's in worse condition. And like, look at her face here. Poor girl, her face does need to be cleaned up. So let's start with her restoration. Let me grab my soap and put that up. And let me already, you know, go and rinse the soap and lather some up on my hands. We're gonna do that instead of a rag this time around. Like just soap on my hands. So let's turn on the water. Just gonna lather her up. But this one's been, you know, in my collection for years, so I'm not as worried. The other one has too, but this one I'm sure, tried to clean up when I first got her, so I'm not as worried about like germs and stuff on her. But I might need to use a little bit of a magic eraser on her forehead because there is a good bit of dirt there. Just soaping her up and getting her all ready to be washed. Are these videos so popular on YouTube, like watching dolls? So I remember back in my day, I really loved My Little Pony restoration videos. I don't know if that's like people are more entertained now with social media and stuff, so like maybe that's not as big of a deal, but back in my day, I would watch videos like this all the time. Hot water and cold is insane. And this Tiffany too, like her hair is like, it has like more body to it than the other one. You just wash off that face. So, I'm interested to see, I wonder if that one had like a haircut at some point, or maybe this one's just like, maybe a variant that has more hair. I don't know if that's like a thing. But this one is in better condition of them, just like, altogether she was just dirtier. Which kind of doesn't make any sense. Maybe this is like an earlier edition of Tiffany Taylor, so she's just like better made or something. Alright, we're going to use the proper amount of shampoo this time, although that might still be more than preferred. I'm going to soak her all up. Yeah, is your face still dirty? I'm going to use a teensy bit of shampoo on her face. Oh, it's definitely getting into her little cracks though. Alright, so now for the water rinse. Her hair is probably, her hair is thick. I hope that's thick just because her hair is thick and not because there's like a lot of tangles you could see. That would really suck if that were the case. Are a lot of Tiffany Taylors, I'm going to ask you guys because I haven't done too much research on eBay, but are a lot of Tiffany Taylors under their hair in bad condition because it's played with so much? That's just something I wonder about. You know, there's some dolls, there's a lot of that doll, but it seems like it's pretty difficult to find that doll in good condition. I feel like that could likely be the case for Miss Tiffany. Let me dry off my hands again. Alright, so now time for the shampoo, the conditioner. Oh yeah, so I remember I saved some from last time. So I'm just going to put this like all in her hair because it's so tight, you know, like so tangled and stuff. I'm just going to get a little bit more. Also, I would like to, did that mess up the camera? No, the camera's fine. I would love to see if there's like, I saw there's a few people who make really cool Tiffany Taylor clothes. Well, I guess clothes that would fit Tiffany Taylor because like they're not official, but you know, I wonder if there's any like really cool patterns I could use to make clothes for my Tiffany Taylor. So I wonder if there was any ever patterns released. Pretty sure there was, honestly, now that I think about it, but I would love to maybe try to save some of those time. Okay, so let's rinse out this conditioner. Honestly, she still might need more. But I feel like if I put too much conditioner in her hair, it might be like almost impossible to get it all dry, and I don't want them to mildew, so. Alright, let's try a little more conditioner. Okay, that's a lot more conditioner, actually. Just gonna... Alright, let's let it set for a second, for her hair for a second, and I'm gonna go ahead and dry her off. Alright, so she still has the conditioner in her hair, but I'm just gonna try to brush it out to see if this helps, because with hair as tangled as hers, it might be kind of difficult to brush it out without the conditioner. I might have to recondition her and brush it out again, because I'm struggling. But she cleaned up very nicely. Like those stains on her feet that I thought I'd had to use like a magic erase marker for, completely gone. So that's really good. And yes, she's in definitely the best condition of the two. But hopefully that will change soon with my restoration. This is honestly like the first really like I guess like more serious restoration I think I've ever done on a doll before. I used to as a kid would be like, I'm gonna restore this doll, but I kind of never would. I would do like the bare minimum, like maybe clean them up. And then I would just say like, I'll do it another time, like maybe save it for a rainy day. And I just never would. But that's something as an adult doll collector I'm trying to change. Don't leave the fun stuff for a fun occasion. Yes, it's okay to do that sometimes, but you don't want to put things off because you might just never get around to it or forget. And hey, even though you might not, be able to look forward to that again, you might see how much fun it is restoring dolls like this, and you might buy more, or you might decide to like start an eBay store or something and restore them, I guess it's just that as we grow up, we find out like things we do and things we used to do that, weren't necessarily the best decisions, although they do make sense, and you might, oh boy, that's a tangle. Understand why we did them at the time. It's a habit I'm trying to break. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is a bit painful. Doll collecting is not for the weak. Or rather, I should maybe say doll restoring. Another doll that I think would be really cool to like rehair or reroot, I guess it more be rehairing, would be a Chrissy doll. I think that'd be cool. I love Chrissy, I really want to get, I think her name's Carrie, like that blonde Chrissy doll. That'd be cool. Alright. Still, shoot, that's tangled. Let's see if I can like, And her hair does have a lot of shampoo in it, so that's not a problem. Just rigorously brushing. And of course, she's gonna have some pieces that are slightly longer because, doing something like this does cause a doll to lose a lot of hair, but I'm not afraid to trim those up at the end. I'm just kind of taking it in slightly smaller chunks and brushing each of those at a time. It could take several brushing times to finally restore these dolls. I'm probably like cutting so many clips out of this YouTube video, so I'm like talking and I'm like, is this even in the video? Now move your arm, girly. Maybe I can start like a new little doll restoration series on my channel. That'd be a lot of fun. Ow, this is painful. But I just gotta keep brushing so I'll have a beautiful Tiffany. Ew, the like knots on this thing is disgusting. Alright, let's see how that is. Then we're gonna try a little more conditioner actually. Just on the tips this time. I might have to dry her hair and see truly how tangled it is, and then like come back and recondition it and brush again and see. But I don't think it's anything at the top of her head. I think it's now just the bottom of her hair, like the tips is what's tangled. Now let's flip her around and try the other side. Oh, right, that's probably good. Alright, so there we go. I guess we have this Tiffany's restoration complete now. Let me grab my longer towel, my hand towel I've been using to dry her friend off. Alright, so now let's take them to my room and let's dry their hair. Alright, so let's get this hair starting to be dried. Alright, so I dried their hair and I took some time off camera, but so as some of you guys, well, as you guys saw in my video, these dolls had a little bit of like hair stuck in their scalp, which I imagine is very normal for them. So what I did was I took a pair of tweezers, like let me show you right here, and I just like went up to their scalp where there were the pieces inside, and I just pinched and pulled them out. It took about 30 minutes and I watched TV while I did so, but you guys can do that if you're struggling to get your doll's hair, if they have like hair stuck in their scalp. So I went ahead and I brushed this Tiffany Taylor's hair. Sorry about my like messy room. I should have cleaned that up before I recorded this, but I found the part where the blonde hair was and I just like brushed it back. I need to still like detangle it a little bit, just like brush. And then this one here, her hair is not in the best condition. It's still dry, although using the shampoo and the conditioner, I guess more the conditioner and the shampoo definitely did help. But now, just off camera, I'm going to part her hair in the middle like I did this one here. These dolls are made with these natural parts, so you don't really have to like part it yourself like you would your hair. It's much easier. But she's struggling some more, so just off camera I'm going to brush her hair, then I'll come back to show you guys the final product. Here they are. I think they both turned out very, very good. I am so sorry about my dirty room. But here is the first Tiffany Taylor, the one that I got, the very first one I ever got, the one I'm keeping as a blonde. And I think her hair turned out very, very well, and her face cleaned up very good as well. Now this one here is the one I got a little bit later on, and I decided to keep her as a brunette. I don't know if this is common with all the brunettes or if, you know, mine's just a little defective, but her hair, like, you know, she has the bangs, so there'd be like 2 or 3 pieces that would just come like here, and I tried to separate them and put them where they belong, but they just wouldn't stay, so I cut them to make them part of her bangs, thinking maybe it was a factory mistake. But I don't know if I just don't know how to make bangs. But then this happened. So I'm going to try to get like some hairspray or something to hold it down. But her hair is still going to take a little work throughout time when I like play with her and stuff to get it perfect. And she's still, although I tried really hard, I mean, there is still hair stuck down there. But that's just, I guess, the way that it is. But I can work on her more. But I am very happy with how they turned out. So let's get their little dresses and their bathing suit back on them. Poor little pieces of hair. Alright, so here the girls are as their final products, like for all this time with the outfits and everything. So I let the brown haired girl keep I actually let her use the bathing suit. And I decided on the blonde version since that is probably my favorite way to have the Tiffany Taylor's hair. I'm going to let her wear the little like evening dress for right now, the like little sundress, which was a little bit difficult to tie, but I do absolutely love it. But I think these girls are so pretty, and I don't know what I'm going to do about this piece of hair right now. Because, I mean, I could try cutting it, but I don't know, that could kind of end up looking stupid too, and I still just got to work on her. But I'm very, very happy with how they turned out, and I'm so happy that I finally restored these guys. It's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So now I'm going to go put them back on my doll shelf. Alright, well, blonde Tiffany's kind of got her hair in her face, and this shelf is like way too high for me to get up there and fix it. I'd have to get up in a chair, and I don't feel like doing that right now, but I'm so happy with how these guys turned out, and I want to do some more videos with them. Maybe I can get some more clothes and do a little dress-up video, or maybe I can even do a craft, because I think it'd be cool to make them little bracelets, especially I can tell them apart, since they're literally the like same identical doll. But I'm so happy I made this video, so happy I did this restoration, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. I hope it wasn't too long, but if you made it this far, and even if you didn't, you just like fast forward to this part, hope you all have a fun, kind, and awesome, blessed, doll-filled day. Bye, y'all!